Hey guys, hey. How you guys are doing? Is you guys doing? Because I'm not. Today has been utter and complete garbage. I don't think I've had a day like this in a while. I have been legitimately fighting over medication since I got here. So, yesterday I think I told you that I ran out of a medication called Vraylar, which I guess nobody else has taken because nobody's mentioned anything. It's a very new and incredibly expensive mood stabilizer for people who are schizophrenic or have bipolar. So, today was one of those days where I was like, okay, let's get a hold of my doctor again. So I called, and of course they say, oh, that was called in yesterday. And I'm like, excuse me, I'm drinking water. So I said, okay, well, the woman on the phone yesterday, which I thought was the same person I was talking to, told me to wait and talk to the doctor about getting refilled. Excuse me. And she's like, well, it wasn't me, and I don't know, but let me see if he's available. Dang it, I'm sorry. And so he gets on the phone with me and he's like, oh, blah, 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 Nirmana, how are you, yada, yada, I don't see you till next month, whatever. Excuse me. I don't see you till next month, how's your stuff going? And I'm like, for the most part, my mood has kind of been the same kind of meh. I haven't really been really super happy, and, I haven't been completely as depressed as I was when I first got here. But I consider that situationally depressed. Well, he's like, well, that's good. And I said, are you sure this medicine's even doing anything for me? And he's like, well, it takes longer than a month. Let's just keep on taking it. So I tell him, I got off the phone with him. I'll call my pharmacy. Now remember, there is no big base pharmacy here. It is just the small pharmacy at the clinic. So there's no hospital here for me to go to. I have to go about 25 minutes away from where I live to the big hospital in Rapid City to get pretty much everything else. So anywho, you can hear the frustration and probably annoyance and desperation in my voice. There's reasons for that today. So, let me just put it this way. I call and I get somebody on the phone, and I'm going to try not to cry, but you guys know how I am. I get emotional and then I can't help myself. I get the guy on the phone and I said, hey, my medicine has been, called in from my doctor. Is there any way we can go ahead and, get that activated? And he's like, yeah, give me a minute. So like 5 minutes later comes back. And then he's like, we don't carry this. He's like, I'm not sure we can carry this. This is a high-tiered medication, blah, blah, blah. He gives me a big spiel. And I said, okay, well, am I able to get the prescription from you guys? Can you just print it out and then I come up there and pick it up? Or can you switch it to the big hospital in Rapid City? And he goes, oh, yeah, no problem. Just come on up here. Because I was supposed to pick up my Ativan, too. We'll get to that as well. So I go on up there, and I'm standing in line, and I'm number 93, and they're calling like 60. No, I'm sorry, they were calling 50s. So you can imagine how that made me feel. So I get into the check-in line, and I'm trying to talk to the lady, and I'm trying not to have an attitude. Because when I get up there, I'm like, hey, I do have a prescription to pick up, but it's a prescription piece of paper to take to regional hospital here in town. And she's like, no, you don't. And I'm like, I talked to a guy this morning who said that he was going to be able to do that for me. And number one, she messed up my name like 3 times. And she's like, what was your first name? What was your last name? Wait, what was your first name and last name again? Hold on. And so finally she comes back and she's like, yeah, it's illegal for us to do that. So we can't legitimately lombard me, great. If we could just get you out of line, that'd be great. So here I am standing here going, okay, well, I need this medication. I need this medication today, not tomorrow medication. I need this medication today. And this guy told me that not only are they going to order it for me, which can take a month. It takes a month for new medication like this to come to my base. They still have not ordered my narcotic. So we're going to get to all that now. Here we go with the annoyance. So the lady who I'm talking to, and I'm trying to keep my calm John Spartan, like I'm trying to remain neutral, but I'm becoming more and more agitated as she tells me that, she can't print that out. She can't send it. I have to go back and have him send it to regional, or I need to go pick up a paper copy from him. And I'm like, sweet fuck. Please, little baby Jesus in your tiniest to gold diapers, why are you doing this to me today? Now, in between this, Evelyn is sick. Okay, she's got the flu. She's sleeping soundly. Her and I have been fighting all day long because I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and she doesn't feel good. So you can imagine those two colliding has not been all that great today. So finally I go, can I talk to the guy that I talked to earlier, which is the only man working here today? And she's like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. So she doesn't let me talk to him. She goes back there and she's like, oh, well, I'll let him know that was illegal. And I was like, but I wanted to talk to him. Well, he's busy. So pretty much I got told to just leave. Like, just suck it up, buttercup, get the fuck out. And then, we leave to go to regional. I think it's regional. Well, we ran out of brake fluid because we have a serious leak in our brake line, which is where some of that money is going to fix on Tuesday. So, on the brake line. And so we had to stop at this gas station to try to find brake fluid. Well, they didn't have any. Well, the nearest gas station wasn't really that far. It was just a bunch of, trying to play hot Frogger. And I didn't really want to die, so I had to take my time going through. I know I'm monotone, guys. I'm sorry. I hate it when my voice is like this, but I have a lot of Ativan in me right now. And, I've taken my nut meds, and I'm just trying to get the story out before... it drives me crazy. So eventually I get to another gas station. I pick up what I need. I come back. We put it in the car. We pump the car a whole bunch of times, make sure that we got fluid in it, and we're good to go. We need new brake pads and other crap for the truck is old, but it's amazing and it's doing well, and we're not getting rid of it. It's more expensive to get rid of it than it would be for us just to keep fixing it up, because it's a good old truck. They don't make trucks like that anymore. You just gotta keep repairing it, and when you repair it, the shit runs forever. Anyway, so that happens. Then we finally make it to the doctor's, the pharmacy. So I go in, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, it's vaxxed and everything, da-da-da-da. And the lady's like, oh, I remember you from last month where you had problems with your narcotics, da-da-da-da. I was like, oh yeah, well, I have to have that by the 27th. I don't see my new pain doctor / PCM until the 30th. Because why? Because we had a blizzard. That's why. And the whole fucking place shut down. So instead of seeing him on that Wednesday like I was supposed to, the whole base shut down. So he's gone until the 24th. So that means that I can't get in to see him until the 30th. Well, my medication needs to be filled before then. So I'm talking to my caseworker, Holly, to try to get another doctor to go ahead and sign off on it so I can go ahead and go pick the fucking shit up. But this stuff is... oh, God help me. I have to have the physical piece of paper. It can't be faxed. No faxing. It actually has to be the piece of paper. Which I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? But whatever. I'll get to that. They don't like filling it at Regency, whatever. It's one of those two words. Because I take Ativan, and because I take Vraylar, and because I take Xanaflex. So all those things together, even though I've been taking them forever and a damn day, they feel like it's a problem. And that I shouldn't be on so much medication. And I'm like, okay, well, you're not my doctor, so just sign off on shit and just give it to me. That'd be great. Yeah. So I have been on the phone. I have been fighting with Evelyn. I've been having a worst fucking day ever. Like, I'm just having a really, really shitty day. And I just need some positive, nice, sweet, kind comments about how today is not as awful as it seems, and that you guys love me, and that I'm so sorry about the monotone voice, but I think I'm starting to fall asleep as well. But I'm going to set this up to where it'll go ahead and play. And, yeah. So I love you, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing faces. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day no matter where the hell you happen to be in the world. And I will talk to you very, very, very soon. Thanks for putting up with me.